Hey there, it's YoBo and Nell back for day 56 of life.
According to YoBo.
According to YoBo, no mess, no stress, nobody's BS. You can get your book at YoBoProductions.com, Amazon.com. You can follow the videos on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Or meet me here, just like you met me here right now. Let's get into this message, day 56 message. This will be my last day with Cornell having my co-host. Thank you for joining us, Nell.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, have you learned anything about life since you've been on here with me?
No.
You haven't?
No.
Why?
Because you already talk to me about this stuff every day.
See, parents, you have to talk to your children about life every day. Sometimes, even as Christian parents, we can be so deep, so holy, so sanctified. We don't even prepare our children for the real world because all we want to talk about is Jesus. Now, he can tell you about the Bible, but at the same time, you have to talk to your children about real things that's going to happen to them. I was talking to a guy the other day. His son is 14, and I said, bring that little boy in here and let me talk to him. And I said something to the father. He said, oh, no. I don't talk to him about that stuff yet. I'm like, man, if you think that boy don't know this stuff, he's 14, you'd be surprised what he knows at age 14. So parents, don't be so sanctified that you don't, that you don't talk to him. When he goes to college, he's going to have to make some decisions on his own, whether he's at college, whether he's in the military, whether he's just has a job and has 3 roommates. He's going to have to make some decisions on his own. There are some things he needs to know. For instance, he already knows about drinking alcohol. What did grandmother teach you? Remember what I told you, don't be wrong and stupid. Okay, let's talk about alcohol. What is the proper way to drink alcohol? Look in the camera and speak loudly and clearly.
You either mix it with another drink, or you drink it and then you have a chaser.
Okay, what is a chaser?
Just a non-alcohol beverage.
In between.
Yeah, so that it can like switch out the alcohol, so you don't get that drunk.
Because that's the reason you hear about these kids passed out drunk. That's the reason why your daughter and your granddaughter is guzzling a bottle of gin or a bottle of scotch. She drinking it straight, passed out. Next thing you know, she being gang raped by 3-4 guys, and it's on video. Somebody's in jail. You got to teach them. Somebody may say, yo, but why are you telling him that? That's wrong. Sweetie pie, you got to know the right way. Let me get this braid out the way. It's getting on my nerves. You got to know the right way to do wrong. And sometimes for our children, they just don't know certain things. Okay, let's talk about sex, Cornell.
And if you don't talk about it, school's going to beat you to it.
And he hears so many stories in school. He said, grandmother, you know what they were talking about at school? He may tell me, oh, okay, I'm not going to say it, but I'm not going to say it. But sometimes these kids at school, they're talking about old wives' tale, 14-year-old boys. And they're sitting around, they actually believe the stuff that someone comes to school and tell them. And it's an old wives' tale. Do they believe you when you tell them that's not the way it goes?
Nope. But then we'll actually go to the evidence. And then they believe me.
So they have to Google it, or what do they do?
Well, one time, I'm going to tell you guys. It was last year.
Wait, tell me what it is first before, what is it? When they what? Okay, he getting ready to tell you this, and we're not trying to gross anybody out, but I want you to understand when I say old wives' tales and they don't know because nobody's told them. Okay, tell them.
All right, so we're at school and it was me.
Okay, go ahead. Say bottom. Say the word bottom.
Okay. So it was me, my 2 friends, or my 3 friends, and then 2 of them. We were walking. I forgot how we got on the topic, but then it was because some person went to the bathroom, and then one of our moms was like pregnant or something. So they were just talking about that, and they said yeah, and then they said girls pee out of their bottom, and I was like, what? What are you talking about? I said no, they don't, and they said yes, you do, and I said no, they don't. And they said, yes, you do. I mean, yes, they do. They do not. I said, they do not. I swear on my life, they do not. And they're like, you're just stupid. And I was like, okay, go ask someone.
That's 3 against 1. I'm talking about your children. This your children and your grandchildren, boys 13 years old who actually believe that nonsense. Then when it comes into reproduction, when it comes to pregnancy, we're not even gonna get into all the crazy old wives. I'm not even gonna call them wives' tales. It's stories I have never heard in my life. And Cornell would say, well, no, that's not true. But they don't know these things. So you have to talk to them. This is all part of preparing them for life because you don't want them to go out and do something silly. No matter how good your child is, all it's going to take is him bumping up on one girl who been with some old nasty boy, and then what's going to happen?
And get pregnant?
Oh, no, pregnancy. No, you can get rid of a baby in 18 years.
What are we talking about?
Catching something you can't get rid of.
Oh, STD.
Yes, yes, yes. Way beyond STD. We got some dangerous stuff out there. So they have to be totally prepared.
Hepatitis. But that's not an STD.
No, that's not an STD.
Wait, what's the one? It starts with H. Never mind.
Okay. It don't matter. He can Google it. He can look it up. Well, let's get into today's message. We are at 6 minutes and 27 seconds. Set the bar high for your children. Let's talk about setting the bar high, Cornell.
Okay.
We did this message together.
When?
Yesterday when I was asking you some questions. Step 1 for setting the bar high. Well, your mom told me this. She said, first you set the bar high, then you see how your child measures. Then strive together to help them reach that level. Why do you want to set the bar high and see how they measure? Because that line from the Declaration of Independence, the one that says all men are created equal, that's not true. At least when it comes to setting the bar high. My sister was at the top of her chemistry class. My sister was so smart in chemistry that even in high school, Sister Henrietta used my sister to tutor the other students in chemistry who were having trouble with the class. Now, this little shadow on my face is irking me. Is it irking you all? That's okay. Let's roll with it. So, to this day, at 56 years old, I still do not understand chemistry. I can't tell you. Huh?
It was gonorrhea.
What are you talking about?
The STD we were talking about earlier. Okay.
Oh, that's one of many. Okay.
And chlamydia.
Okay, that's still one of many. Okay. How do you get those?
By having sex.
Not by having sex.
Any form. Anal. Okay, never mind.
Unprotected sex is what I mean, not positions. Unprotected. Okay, don't knock my phone over, okay? Be careful, be careful. So my sister finished class. Now you see how he said the 8 words? Some of y'all are clutching your pearls. Honey, if you think that was bad, you ought to hear what they say on BET and on MTV. And you know your kids got these smartphones and they logging on to RedTube and Big Boobs and DropItLikeIt'sHot.com. Don't you even sit up here and try to play deep with me. Your kids can teach you a thing or two. Anyway, getting back to setting the bar high for students. My sister finished the class with an A. And thank God, Sister Henrietta let me out of that class with a C minus. Because if I would have come home from school with a D on my report card, I don't even want to think about what my mama would have done. That might have been my first C. That might have been my only C in high school because mama didn't play no bad grades on your report card. No, you didn't. What was the punishment going to be? I don't know because I wasn't trying to find out. Now, this is where Cornell came in. Cornell said, tell them what you said about parenting, Cornell. Let's talk about this.
You just read that?
Well, just talk about it. I don't want you to read a parent's job. Okay, look and let's talk to our audience.
I was saying you got to judge your kids by their own potential, not based on everyone else's potential. I know the world standards are the same and everything, but if your child's doing the best and it's not up to par as other kids, they're still doing their best and there's nothing you can do about it because they can't do any better. So you can't set the standards and keep getting mad at them even if they're doing their best because nothing's ever going to change from that.
And that's all goes back to setting your bar high, measuring them by their skill level. And even once they measure at a certain point, you can set it a little bit higher. Another point that Cornell made yesterday, let me read what he said yesterday in these words. He said, a parent's job is to make their children succeed based on their skill level. Don't measure your children by other kids' standards. Don't measure your children by your classmates' standards. Don't measure your children by your cousin who is posting all her kids' straight A report cards on Facebook, and you want your child to bring home all straight A's. Why do you want them to bring home all straight A's? It's so you can say your children have straight A's, or because you want to post your child's straight A report card on Facebook. It's all about motivation. Say what? Oh, who don't have straight A's?
The people want their kids to get.
Oh, you hear what he said? He said, you want your kids to get straight A's and you never got straight A's. You're right about it, Dale. You need to go some. Hey, don't have your kids do something you didn't do. And then it is possible that you may not have had straight A's. Maybe nobody pushed you into your destiny. Nobody noticed your potential, and nobody encouraged you to strive to do better. Okay, then. Don't over-reward your children for their achievements. Honey, if they go into school and bring home good grades, that's their reasonable service. They're eating in your house free. They're sleeping in your house free. They're running up your electricity bill. They're running up your cable bill. They're running up your heat bill in the winter. They're running up your air conditioning bill in the summertime. And the fact that they get to live in your house for free and go to school every day and bring home A's and because they ain't done nothing. Shoot, that's what they're supposed to do. Now, if they want to be rewarded, I tell you what. How about you go get you a job? We split these bills right on down the middle. You pay half, I'll pay half, and you go to school and bring home straight A's. Then I'll go ahead and reward you, but not for doing anything that you're just supposed to do anyway. So don't over-reward them for their achievements. If for some reason they miss the mark, help them to do better the next time. That's difficult because my goddaughter came over. She was in 3rd grade. Zion asked me to help her with some of that math. Honey, that ain't the stuff we did in 3rd grade. 3rd grade, we were doing see, flip, run. Run, flip, run. Run, run, run. That was it. We were doing adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. Honey, they was multiplying the parameter by the diameter times pi, and I was saying
diameter and radius and pi.
In the 3rd grade. I'm like, oh no, baby, I don't know how to do none of this. So if your children are missing the mark, helping them to do better may require you finding a tutor for them. If you can't afford a tutor, go to the school because there are students there who will tutor them. Remember, I said my sister did tutoring after school.
Academy.
Or you can go to some call where?
Khan Academy.
Khan Academy. I said if they can't afford it. Is Khan free?
Yes.
Khan Academy is free?
It's a YouTube channel.
Oh, it's a YouTube channel. Khan Academy.
Science and Math. Khan Academy.
Oh, okay.
I hope you can spell
KH. Don't knock my phone down. Be still.
I'm sorry.
You see the way you see are y'all getting dizzy? That's him. Because we're in the bedroom doing this. Be still. Got people having a headache. KHAN. Khan Academy. Find it on YouTube to get the help you need. If they continue to miss the mark, reread or re-listen to Day 54 of Life According to YoBo, and then decide your next step. Keeping in mind that your choice will always come with a consequence. I'm going to help you out. Let's see what Day 54 is, because I don't even know. Day 54 message is...
Other people's issues.
No, it's not this one.
Hold your children accountable for bad choices.
Hold them accountable. If they're doing bad in school and steadily doing bad, they're not stupid. They're not retarded. They're just not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Hold them accountable. You hold our boy over here. He told me don't put his business out there. But he's on restrictions right now because he is missing the mark. He can do better. Look up here. Tell everybody.
Out there.
What? Look in the camera. Okay. So y'all want to see? It's okay. Put him on restriction. It's okay. What if he mad at me? He just gonna be mad. He living up in here for free. Shoot, how you gonna be mad at somebody feeding you? I'm almost at 15 minutes. Put the music on, sound man. He want to play a rap song. So we going out on that. See y'all later.